Hello, grade 3. Are you having a good day? Yeah? Me too. Today we're going to look at unit number 7, subject actions. Subject is your 6 subjects: math, art, PE, social studies. But we're going to look at what we do in those subjects. When we are in class, what do we do when we are learning these subjects? These are our actions. So we will look at that today. Using our subject actions, we will practice question number 2. In the last class, we looked at question number 1, when. It was when, remember, when do you have? In this class, we will look at question number 2. So, you will need your student book and your headphones, if you have them. You will need the student book because we are going to look at some pictures that you will need to help me to read, okay? They are your question and answer pictures. So please have your student book ready. That's it. I think we will start by practicing our 6 subject words. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's look at our 6 subject words from unit number 7. Subjects are the things that we do in the classroom. What's this one? Have a ball. They're wearing shorts and t-shirts. They're wearing sneakers. What is it? PE, physical education, PE. Okay, these children are looking at a map of the world. Maybe they are looking at different people. Maybe they're looking at those people to see how they are the same. Maybe what they wear, what they eat, how they speak, what they believe. They are maybe looking at how they are the same or how they are different. What is this? Social studies. Now this girl is trying to find an answer, isn't she? She's trying to find an answer to a problem using numbers. What is this subject called? Math. Now these students are looking at something using a microscope. That object is called a microscope. They have some chemicals, the yellow chemical, blue, brown in the glass, in the glasses. Maybe they are mixing something to find an answer to what happens when we mix these together. So this subject is also about finding answers. What is it? Science. Science, yes. Now look at this, lots of colours. I see paint. I see paint brushes. I see children wearing overalls so they don't get their clothes dirty with paint. I see pictures. What is this class? Art. And the last one. Now this teacher is showing this student how to play a trumpet. I can see a girl with a flute, another boy with a saxophone at the back. What is this subject called? Music. Okay, these are our 6 subject words that we must know from unit number 7. Okay, this is page 74 of your student book. So you will need your student book and you will need to read along with me on page number 74. So we're going to look at part A. This is listen and say. So I'm going to speak, you need to listen, and then you need to speak with me. We speak together, okay? Practice. So look at the 6 new words. There are 6 new words here. These are actions and the name of the subject, okay? So we need to look at number 1. Let's look at number 1 here. Paint pictures. So we have an action, paint, and then we have the thing that we are painting. So that is picture. Okay, there are 6, so we will learn these today. They are new. Then we will look at the new question. Let's look at this. What does it say? What do you do in art class? I paint pictures. So we are looking at a question with you. So the answer will be I. Okay, we'll practice that. Then we will look at part B, again, ask and answer. Now you are going to help me speaking, you are going to help me with the question, and we are going to practice the answer. Okay, so look at the pictures. Here they are. There are 6, or are there? Yes, I think there are 6. And then we will practice the questions and answers about the actions in the classroom, but this time we will use he or she, not I or you. Okay, very easy. So shall we start? Okay, let's go. Okay, here is the first action from a subject. So what subject is this? Can you remember? Art. Now we must look at what is she doing? What is the action? Now there will be an action word and a noun. What is a noun? Sing Hong. So we will have a doing word, the action, and a thing. Number 1, paint pictures. Paint pictures. So paint is the action, to use colour to make pictures on a paper. And then picture is Sing Hong. It is the square with the trees and the grass and the sky and the clouds. That is the picture. So paint pictures. Number 2. What is this boy doing? Solve math problems. So solve is the action. Solve means to find an answer. And then we have the Sing Hong, which is math problems. Now you cannot touch these, jab me die, but they are a thing. How do we know that? Well, we can count them. 1 math problem. How many math problems on this picture? There are 2. So if you can count it, nap die, it is a thing. Ben Sing Hong, math problem. Here there are 2. We can count them, so we term S, math problems. Solve, which means to find the answer. Math problems. Number 3. This girl has some jars with blue liquid. She is trying to find an answer to what does the sun do when we put it through a magnifying glass. She wants to know what will happen. What will happen? So she's looking for an answer using nature. So this is science. What is she doing here? She's doing something where she does not know the answer. Do experiments. Do experiments. So 1 is experiment, and if we do many, it's experiments, and the action is do. Tam. Okay. Number 4. Now this is music class, isn't it? We know that. So what is this teacher doing? We have an action and we have a thing. Sing songs. Sing. Ma. This is the action. You do it. And a song is a thing. Ben Sing Hong. We can count them. 1 song, 2 songs, 3 songs, 4 songs. So the action is sing. And the noun, the thing, is songs. She sings songs. Number 5. This is social studies. Now, what is this boy doing here? Read maps. Yes, read. Now, he's not reading words, is he? He's not looking at words. He's looking at a picture. But he is learning something when he looks at the picture. So we say read maps. You know this one is PE class. But what is the boy doing? Now I know it is basketball. But what is basketball? What is football? What is baseball? What is running? What is jumping? What is chairball? What is ping pong? What are these things? And what do we do with these things? Play sports. That's right, Lengila. Play is our action. We do it. And sports are our things. time to look at question 2 for Unit 7. We looked at question 1 in the last class. Now let's look at question 2. Now it says question 2A. That's because we are going to look at 2 ways to ask and answer this question. So this is the first way. Okay, this is question 2A. The question word is what.อะไร? What? Huh? What? Okay, here's our question. What do? What do? Now, we're using the word do. What do we know about this word when we say do in a question? What do we know? What do we know? Lu, lao, alai. What do we know? What do we know? We know that we are going to use you or I. Yes. So here's our question. What do you do in, and then the name of the subject. What do you do in math? What do you do in art? What do you do in PE? Okay. There we go. So here we're going to ask the question, what do you do in art class? Now, art class is the name of the subject. Okay. Now, look at this question. We have do and do. What do you? What do you? Now we say do here because we are using the word you. And then do number 2 we use because we are asking about tam. Tam, what do you do in art class? So let's look at the answer. Here's our question. What do you do in art class? Now let's look at the answer. So here is our class. It's art. And we are using the word you in the question. What do you do in art class? So if we are using the question you, and there are 2 people speaking, then the answer will be I. That's right. I paint. Here's a boy. He's painting. Look, he has a paintbrush. I paint pictures. I paint pictures. So, what do you do in art class? I paint pictures. Now, look at the question again. Here we say in. What do you do in? Not on and not at. Okay, what do you do in art class? I paint pictures. So here is question 2B. We are now going to look at the same question, but we are not going to use you and I. What do you think we're going to use? I'm sure you know. We do this every unit, don't we? Who are we going to talk about now? Our question is what? The same question. Huh? What does? Uh-oh, now it is what does, not what do. Why? Why do we say does in this question? Yep, he or she. What does he do in, and then the subject? What does she do in, and then the subject? Now here we do not change do, okay? We do not change do because we have does. The word does, what does? This tells us that we are using he and she. You do not have to change the word do again, okay? So do number 2 in the question, don't change it to does. It will be wrong, okay? What does he does? What does he do? Okay. What does he do in math class? There it is. Keep do the same after the pronoun. After he or she, we say do. And there's our subject. The subject in this question is math class. What does she do in math class? Let's remember the question. What does she do in math class? Now, we have he and she. So we know that in the question, he and she will be the same in the answer. If the question is about a boy, the answer will be he. If the question is about a girl, the answer will be she. So, here is our answer. He or she solves math problems. Now, look at the action. The action, solve. The action has S, don't S. If we use he or she in the answer, the action must have S, okay? She solves, he paints, she plays, he reads, okay? This is any action, not just for Unit 7, could be any action. What other ones do we have? He eats, she sleeps, he looks, she runs. Actions with he or she must have S. Okay, look at Unit 7, page 74, Part D. Now we're going to practice using he or she. Okay, so number one, what does she do in, now we say she because if we look we can see it's a girl. So the question is, what does she do in, and what is the subject? You tell me the subject. Math class. Okay, so this is our question. What does she do in math class? Now, what's the answer? We know it's a girl, so we say she. And what is the action? Can you remember the action? Solves. Now remember, he and she, action with S. She solves. And what is the thing she is solving? What does she solve? Math problems. That's right, math problems. Okay, so our question is, what does she do in, or what does he do in, and then the name of the subject. This is math, so math class. And then our answer, she solves math problems. Okay, number two. See number two in the green box. So our question is, what does he do in? Now it's a boy, so we say he. What subject is this? What subject? Science class, that's right. Okay, and our answer, you know the first word, it's a boy. He. Now, what is the next word? The next word is kind of special because we are using the word he. He does, not he do. If it was I, okay, I do. You do, we do, they do. But this is he or she. So we cannot use do. We say does. And that is our action word. Now, what is our thing? What is our singkong? Experiments. Yes. Now, term S, because in class you do more than one. You do many. In science class you might do 3 or 4 or 5 different experiments. So we put S because there are 2 or more. Number 3. What does he do in? Okay, look at the box. What is this? What is this subject? Art class. Yes, I think this one's easy. So our question, what does he do in art class? And the answer, well, it's a boy, so we say he. Can you remember the action? Labaisi. Paints. Remember with S? He paints. And what is the thing? What is the tree? What is it? He paints pictures. Okay, now picture, term S. How many pictures in this box? There are 2. In art class, he will paint many pictures, not just one, okay? So we say pictures. Number 4. Okay. What class is this? So the question, what does he do in music class? Yeah, I think this one's easy. Okay, what's our answer? Well, it's a boy. So he. And what is the action? What is he doing? La, 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 la. What is he doing? Sings, yes, he sings. And what is it he sings? What is the thing that he sings? Songs. What does he do in music class? He sings songs. Number 5. Ooh. So our question, what does she do in, what's this lesson? What is this subject? Social studies class. Yes, social studies. So it's a girl. She. What is she doing? Reads. Yes, reads. And what is that big thing on the wall that shows the world? A map. So in social studies, they have many maps. So we map term S. She reads maps. And the last one. What does she do in, what subject is this girl doing now? PE class, yes. What does she do in PE class? Well, we know it's a girl, so we say she. What is the action? Action term S. Plays. And what is football? Football is a what? Sport. She plays sports. Okay, that's it. Good job. That's it. So we practiced our 6 words, our 6 lessons, our 6 subjects. I think you should know these by now, okay. And what else did we look at today? We did question number 2. Okay, question number 2 is what? What do you do in math class? What does he do in math class? And our answer, I solve problems. He solves problems. What you need to practice is the new action and thing words. So, solves math problems, reads maps. You need to practice the 6 new words and practice question number 2. Okay? Everything you need is in this lesson. Keep practicing Unit 7 and I will see you for the next class. Have a very, very nice day. Bye for now. Bye.